Well, welcome to episode 27 of FPL Top Dogs Ballyhaunis, and I'm the guru here to take you through the review of game week 34. And that was the mega free hit there. And if you didn't do your free hit, you were absolutely pummeled. And it's going to be very hard to recover from that. Obviously, you can tell I did the free hit in 33, got a good few points against the average, and then I probably lost out by double again. So we say like 20 points, 25 points up from game week 33 by doing it, but not having it in 34, probably lost about 40 to 50 points across everyone. Everything banged. Altnori banged, Sessignon banged, the whole shebang. Cunha I had, but um, everyone banged. It was catastrophic. Loads of people had Trippier and uh, Robert, uh, Chelsea or Sa, and they banged. So the template destroyed everything, and that can happen in FPL. It's just you know it is what it is. You can't get around it. So I just go through what the league table is updated by now in FPL Live and have a look at what the hell I've done. And I just want to use all the F words and the whole lot and this you know, but this game is just a total, yeah, it's just not fun at all when you're on the wrong side. But like, yeah, they say it's only a game. Of course, yeah, of course it's only a game, and there's nothing really about it. Lots of people only have FPL in their life, and that's their bedroom people, in their underpants in the bedroom, living with their mom, and that's all they have. It's FPL, but I can't say I am one of them. I have lots of things going on. I've got work, double job sometime. I coach the football at Tottenham. I've got a wife in Malaysia. I have, loads of interests, gigging, hobbies, this and that. And, I'm here trying to compete against folks, that are paid influencers. Their job is to be good at FPL. They get up at 10 o'clock in the morning, slow into the day, into 12 o'clock, coffee, the breakfast, the whole lot. And, they can afford to think and wonder about all the templates and what to have and what to not have. It's impossible to keep compete against these guys. They're getting paid subscriptions. Big, we all know who they are. There's money in this thing, and I just have to kind of accept that, there's no way I can, and I'm not a stats manager. I don't want to be. It's like robot stuff, and that's the way it's going. AI is the way it's going, and there's auto teams, and this time the auto team free hit totally destroyed it. So yeah, enjoy. Next season is going to change for me. Anyway, United had a terrific win there, 3-0 away to Athletic Bilbao. Phenomenal. I won't go as far as saying it's the best ever result Amarin's ever had. He's probably beaten Man City in the Champions League when he was with Sporting Lisbon, possibly was. And the it's Bet City before as well. In the league, I think it was it. He's completed a few doubles. But yeah, it looks like Spurs now with 3-1 home win against Bodo Glint, whoever from Norway. I don't know where they're from, to be honest with you. I thought Gardens was from Norway as well. So lots of they were playing Chelsea. I don't know. Spurs, Chelsea, and United going through. So I would say, never mind the second leg. Unless Spurs jacket in away to Bodo Glint, and it should be fine. And it should be the Wegman Derby. I'll enjoy that. I'll have the half and half scarf and come on United because we all know United need Champions League football. We have to have it. Um, this is a big club and this will be a hell of a reprieve. I just think Bruno in midfield, there's a lot more just star players in that United team, and Spurs are just so flaky, and that manager is just. I think Ruben Amorim is he's got a master plan, and he's young and he's trying to do something. And this Harry Maguire central striker stuff thing is hilarious altogether. But it's imaginative, and yeah, Chelsea going through and they should be fine. I don't know if they got Real Betis in the final, possibly. So a good night for European football. There's going to be five in the Champions League this year through the Premier League, and there could be six teams, or there will be six teams now from the Premier League in the Champions League. So it's a free for all. The only caveat I will say that if Spurs do beat United in the final of the Europa, I will be paying and watching Champions League football, being the season ticket holder Tottenham. So there's good stuff. There's good stuff all around, really. I do have a fondness for both teams, of course, and it's I've just gone back to my roots and who I am and what I am, and it's the red shirt, bro. So there you go. That's the latest there. It looks like you'll probably want to have plenty of assets playing against Ipswich, Southampton, Leicester, Man United, and Spurs. Yeah, we'll have a quick look in the Sun Dream team that have done really, really well this week. It's just, apart from getting in Dallo, you only have 11 players in the Sun Dream. I love the Sun Dream. It's brilliant. There's so much to do. There's score predictions that you can earn money and win money if you get them all right. There's all sorts of last man standing things, like I'm in the last 900 now of 13,000. That started about 6 or 7 game weeks ago, and I've had 7 teams now in my last man, and I could win 2 grand. So hopefully I haven't jinxed this. I'm gonna back Arsenal against Bournemouth to pull that something off. But of course, will they be distracted? But I have Arsenal left. I have picked a few obscure teams to give me a little bit. Like I have Man City left, and I did back Spurs in that little last man, and they won. So, yeah, all good there. In the work, I managed to get right top. If I stick about top to 5,000, fair enough. But I was top 3,000 at one stage, but the chips have been coming in, which you'd have. So Fernandez was great, and yeah, Saka just covering because he did a double game. Palmer eventually, that was a relief. He came off the bench or at half time to get an assist and a few shots on target. And the reason why I really do like the Sun Dream team compared to FPL, he's only had 45 minutes to 1 point, but he gets 3 for the assist and a point for shots on target, and another point for big chances created for somebody else. So that's 6 points off the bench. I wasn't expecting it. That's 12 points then. And he got 3 from the other day. So not the worst, of course, Fernandez, but Cucurella, good stuff. I think Watkins is the man now for FPL as well. But there's loads of people on Wood and Cunha, and Isak is there, and Wissa now scoring tonight in the 2-0. Brentford, nothing for Iwemo. He got the booking, brilliant. 2-0 win away to Forest. The Forest now are struggling for the Champions League. So yeah, Della was a bad thing. I didn't think he'd have the calf injury, and there you go. He would have been a good transfer in, but for the injury. Paro, good stuff. Got an assist tonight. I don't have to. I just have to get rid of Dallo. I think I've got an Arsenal guy in there. Got a couple of games coming, and that's the crack. The work league, yeah, I was very, very close for the last few weeks and managed to kind of keep about 17, 16 points clear. But this game week, the guy, we've kind of booted a bit clear, about 66 points at the minute, and this lad Brightman, He captained Antonio by accident. I say somebody must have got at this team and done him there. Like, it's just completely shocking. And why would you have your vice captain on Simpson Pussy from Man City? So I think somebody's just took the mick out of him. Son went from his team, and it's obvious that Son, who's a striker in Sun Dream Team, was substituted for Antonio. And it's a shocker really, but that's what can you do? It's just dog eat dog, and it's points, and it's I'll feel for the guy, but better not throw this away. There's only a few more games we've left. There's about 21 players at £20 in, so not going to get carried away, and I'm going to carry on as if I'm just a point ahead. Good front runner. I love front running. Um, you can kind of cover people. I know how to cover people, and I know risks and that. I'm just better Sun Dream Team player. I just like it because you just all you have to do really is make sure you're picking players that aren't injured, keep an eye on the form, and pick double game week players. Normally, every single week there's a double game week player. It's great fun, and yeah, that's where we are there. So let's say, yeah, it was a complete disaster. It didn't work, and as I said, everybody banged in the free hit. All the influencers destroyed it. The Trippier thing is that I don't know how these guys are able to just look at the data. It's a Trippier wasn't doing an awful lot, but then they pick him for the two assists. And Burn done well. He scored the goal, but a lot of people at Pope and Livermento, and that's a bummer. So they feel like they've got two sixes, but they've lost out on all the Trippier stuff and the Burn stuff and the Sa stuff. So even then, they're clicking around with about 80 points, 85, when they could have been getting over the 100 like everyone else. So I took a -8. Um, I wanted to, with the bench boost in mind, get the guys in I need soon. And yeah, Embuemo was under the -8, and Cunha was. And I wanted to get rid of Mateta. I had to clear a couple of things up, got Doherty in instead of Aina, and now he's back, but he conceded the two goals tonight. I can't believe Alain is back. I thought he was done for a while, but there you go, he's back. So yeah, it's just I don't know if that's going to update. Uh, I don't know. Don't care. Well, I do. 1.2 million last year. It looks like I'm flicking around this million stuff. I'm just getting sick of it now. 3 years of this baloney is just complete a joke. I'll just be a harbinger, like a guardian of the Christy Nicholson Pub League now from now on. Um, it's just it's just not worth it. 38 game weeks of misery, and then you have all them international breaks doing your head in. You lose all the momentum. Everything changes again. I know that's the game, and I know it's moan and all that, but like it's more of a head wreck than it's worth. And I'll probably just do all sorts of crazy picks, and captain and go against all the templates and all this next season, and just have complete fun. Use all my chips early. The triple captain this year was a master stroke. Lots of people got the 51, and sure I'm about 50 odd down on the top 10, 60 maybe. And it's just you can't get them points back, and there's just too many. There's so much content out there. So any casual can have a look for 5 minutes and just pick, and then be done with it. Oh, it's right, got 10K, yeah, so it was easy enough. Like, I just had to copy the guy from Twitter, was it Twitter, like, um, and anyone can do that. Anyone can do that. I have been thinking about it, but could I justify going through a whole year like that? Like everybody else, you must have thought about that as well. But I know I don't like it, and I know that we moan a lot if we see players in the Christy Nic that are just, and most people in the Christy Nic don't do it. They play it their own way. I have been looking at the teams throughout the year, and everybody's been brilliant. And so I'm not going to let the team down. I decided over the last few days I won't be doing that, but I will be going. The fact that I can't really get anywhere near the top 500k. I'm a 1 million player. It's a top 10%er, I suppose. But we have to recognize there's a lot of dud teams. There's a lot of double, triple teams people discard because they maybe have 5 teams, and then the figure one is banged over the last 5 or 6 game weeks, and then they concentrate in that one. It's we all know what's going on there, and there's no, it's pure cowboy stuff in the community, and then we have this cartel stuff that people are getting secret information and others aren't. Sure. But there you go. So I'm gonna leave it at that. So what have I done here? Um, good old Moan anyway, I suppose. I got him Bowen anyway, and I'm stuck with it. Mo now. I don't know what to make of him now. It's just you can't trust this guy for captaincy. I know it's United. I still don't trust. I think United will be buoyed up by that. They got some good young players, and yeah, they might just upset the cart there. I don't know what to do here at all. Mamouche against Wolves. Wolves have come on. Um, uh, double Everton against Ipswich. They'll probably, you'll see there. And I don't know really. Have to do something outside the box. Like all the influencers are getting Bowen in now, and even captaining them. Some people will be put off in Buemo against United now. I'll just figure out something. But, Marmouche might be interesting. So I'm just going to wait until game week 38, and by then Arsenal are away to Southampton, and if I don't do any more damage and save transfers 36, 37, and 38, but we could have doubles in 36, of course, so we'll all be wanting to catch a bit of that. Sure, everybody, no matter what situation they're in, they're figuring out ways to get through everything. And it's the standard has just gone through the floor, through the roof. Sorry. So yeah, I look at this game week 38 and use the bench boost here, and plenty of Wolves still. I like Nori, but we need to. We don't know what sort of Arsenal losing 1-0. They could still overturn that over in Paris, but we'll have to see what state they are for Southampton away. It's funny, like picking Martinelli, Trossard, Odegaard's not done it. Saka, he's probably carrying something and he's been managed. So I'm not kind of too overboard about that, but I just want to make sure that on the bench here I have all players that are kind of cult figures, talismans for their team. No, I'm kind of happy still have Munoz in there. It's kind of by default, and it should be fine. And I'll play to the end, and just try and keep it in the top mill and leave it at that. And next year, I'm going to make a pact and a promise to myself that I'm not going to spend more than 5 minutes looking at my team, or even make a game week 1 team, and then I'm going to look and make a promise only 5 minutes for the deadline. I'm not going to overthink anything of this because it's just not worth it. It's just not working out. The whole thing isn't working out. It's a complete frustration and it's a head wreck. So I'll just keep an eye on the Christy Nic and the review and see who wins this. I'll be an overseer, and as I said, the Guardian. I'll supply the trophies and the whole lot, and we'll keep it going. And I know people, oh, come on, Vince, play better than that, but it's just there's more to life than that. When you get to 50, guys, you'll understand. Like it's you don't want stress in the heart and all this sort of baloney. You want an easy chill out, have your couple of beers, do your thing for 5 minutes, and the real crack is living life and looking after your loved ones. This is just, it's great to win it now. Don't get me wrong, it's great to win it, but yeah. So Neil Lacers Carney, he is 3 points. They're fighting hook and crook. There looks to be no chips really there for a lot of people. So the bench boost might still be away somewhere. I won't get top 10, but I'll probably try and flick around top 12, which would be a moral sort of victory. It'd be better than the last couple of seasons. Neil Carney and Joe have used their last chips, 87 and 88. Like it's just going to be one of them. There's very, very little in this. They all have the same players here. I'm just generally looking here. It's the first time I've seen it. Diaz is there, the whole lot. Rual. So Rual is even like Leno and Neno and Pope and Sells. So Joey's got Sells and Rual and so Strand Larson. So there's only a little differential, and that's about it. So enjoy, guys. You're going to have great fun there. Watching one or two games where Strand Larson is playing and Fulham, whoever Fulham's playing. It's just going to be a direct match to match and no transfers left. Fair play to the ball. Like Salah only got the goal, didn't he? So he got 16. So there was a little bit of difference, but Neil, trying to go. There's a good, I mean, you're trying to kind of get off what everyone else is doing and being brave. So stuck to the guns, but about 4 points down on that, and there's 3 points now in it. And good luck, boys. Enjoy. It's going to be one of these two. Third place on his own, Stevie Strat Nolan, otherwise known as Knowlesy. Done his free hit, no more chips left, 62,000. Very good. 62,000 could sometimes usually win the Christy Nicholson, but this year we have two proper players all season on it, 13 and 14,000. And Stevie, very similar team to the lads above as well. It looks like apart from Bowen, there's one or two, and that's it. That will not be enough to claw anything back, and with no chips. So Stevie will just kind of flick in that third and stay in that top three, and you're again, 2025 top three, or the Holy Grail, the consolation position here with Rory the Mission Harford, excuse me, 2023 winner. It's Christy Nic. Very good. Is the cream rises to the top as it always does. Rory's been brilliant. He's all chips used. 92 free hit has been the template one there. He's the Trippier thing and Sanchez. Everybody had these. Cucurella. This was the standard thing. Everyone was going. Apart from the Royale thing, Session's frustration, the last minute goal as well. And you know what? In my last man standing in the Sun Dream Team, loads of people had Fulham, and that last goal kept them all back in it. That was a bummer, man. Southampton I would really, really be happy to see the back of Southampton. Really am. But unfortunately, Leeds and Burnley are coming up, which is, it's going to be one of them seasons, Scott Parker, he'd be gone by Christmas. Wait till you see. God help me. They've conceded like about 17 goals all season in the Championship, and they've probably scored about 40. It's okay, a little bit more, whatever, but it's hard to kind of like Leeds. I think next season I'm just going to target Leeds and Burnley and just captain every week. I'm just going to do a random thing. I'm not looking at any influencers next season. I don't want to have any sort of influence. I'm just going to do my own thing. I'm desubscribing from all the influencers. I don't want to know what they're doing. I'm just going to do my own thing and not have all this rubbish going in your head and then being swayed. Because when I started playing this, it was no joke. First season, 330,000 K. And then the second season, the Suarez season, 1,450 in the world. And I've always done my own thing, and there was a lack of content, and I was going off my own, you know, way to manage FPL. But now, since COVID, everybody's influencing, and people now see it as a pastime, whereas before COVID, nobody really, it was a slow burner, really. But listen, it is what it is, and people are enjoying the game, but it causes a lot of frustration and upset, on the game weekend. It's a myth off. You're there supporting United, but you've captain Salah. Like, and you go to Spurs, you captain Palmer is scoring penalties galore, and you're jumping up and down. It's not normal behavior, guys. It's not normal. So we'll see if the lads that we've missed from this year, like Christy Kilcourse and Luigi Healy and a few, and my two managers from, I don't think they'll come back. I think well, it's just stay away. It's just a mind wreck. But I'm going to keep in, and I'm just going to. That's what my plan is. Rory Harford, look, it's the standard thing, as I said. The only decision was to have Murphy instead of Barnes. Went with Barnes. I'm not sure what Murphy got in the end. One of the lads here would have Murphy 6, so it's just a minor downer. I think he got the assist and the clean sheet and the 2 points, so that's where that came from. So yeah, Rory is. Can he chase down the stress? It's probably that is 20. That 35 points is like absolutely. Back in the old days, that 35 points would be like 100. Now it's like every point is just impossible. 34 points is like 100 points back in 2024 or 2014, excuse me. Owen Collins, so like if Roy can hold on to fourth, but if Owen can chase him down here, he's got the bench boost. He should flick into fourth and get that Kirk Clapp Memorial Trophy in acknowledgement to my dear friend who passed away. I think it was in 2014. My friend from California, Kirk. So yeah, Owen's had a phenomenal season. I can't believe he's done really well, and he's always done amazing picks now. Nathan Collins got an assist tonight, so he might be miffed off of that. But look at that Cunha captaincy. It's a correct call, brilliant call. How do you do it? Out Nori, that's a wild card as well. So going forward, Forest shouldn't be too bad because of their fixtures, apart from today. They're still hunting for Champions League, but it's a bit disconcerting now. 2-0, but they have good fixtures. Bowen's fine, the Newcastle lads are fine, apart from the City thing coming out. But all the points and guts and glory have been made now with these two. 41 between them and two players. That's 53 points from the rest. It's just and loads of people had this, so it's a phenomenal wild card. Rogers, in case Villa get the double later on. Timber might be handy somewhere down the line, but there's going to be a lot of rotation with Arsenal, especially over the next game week. Elanga is interesting as well. Yeah, and he's got a bit of Liverpool, he's got a bit of everything. And the trip here, so like that's included. Just them, that's just mind-blowing stuff from Owen. And I don't know, he's been a proper standard stalwart, good player. For the last 3 or 4 years, it's Owen's been coming, and can he reap his reward and get himself on a trophy and a hat and the whole lot? Yeah, of course he can. It's flying. Connor Hussey looks like it's that sort of pack from 6th, 7th down to 10th, down to where I am. Well, not I wouldn't. I just think I'm a bit 60 points down on that. Connor Hussey with an assistant. Oh, he's got the assistant manager and 3 cracks at it, and he can close that gap back. So it's really anybody's 4th place there. Yeah, the average with that chip is about 50 points, and you play it right. Yeah, you should be fine. Lots of people have been saying Glasner versus Forest. I think that's a fixture coming up. That would be a very good one to target. So there's a lot of good stuff out there for Owen to get his teeth into. Um, yeah, it's a little bit different to what we've been seeing. Gibbs White's, is in the FA Cup. He should have scored and should have done well, but didn't translate into points. Mark Phillips, 78 free hit. A bit meh as most people, the free hits have been into the 90s and 80s. So it's just micro decisions there. That's a bummer. Luis Diaz, okay. Lost out two to Salah. It was, bold, just trying to kind of, get ahead somehow, and not a loss on the bench coming through, but it looks fairly good. It's just if you have the wrong Newcastle and Leno, so with the free hit, no Sa, no Alt Nori, didn't captain Cunha. There, no Bowen, lots of Trippier, no Trippier, and no Sessignon. There's a lot of those standards in there that Markey just decided to kind of have a crack against, and it's just that they clear, they all chinged in. Jackson in, so he'll go back to his normal team. 2-2-4. It's just trying to stick in that top 10. Free hit from Dara Hunt, who's no, like coming third last season is proper player. Free hits done, so that 86 was nice, and the Cunha captaincy worked well against Leicester. So saving the penalty as well. And I'm not sure if it was Vardy who took it, but um, Liam Herr bench boost left 76 points. So yeah, he has a Sessignon. Looks a very slightly different team than others. Could be enough to keep him up in that top 10. And yeah, next is the Enforcer in 10th, fighting off an absolute, deluge coming off the pace. I mean, 450,000 is a nice little overall just to get. I think definitely around, if you can break that top 500,000, it's like it's an old 200,000 ranking, back then, because there's just too many engaged people and players now that are all. I'm not saying everyone's copying, but there is a good majority, just like casuals, that are well ahead because they just do the 5 minute job. And yeah, look, they're helping the algorithms and the game and the Premier League, I suppose. That's what it's about. Them making money on advertising and this and that. Like, but we just seem to get stress. Loads of people with it. So the Bournemouth thing didn't quite work out there. Milinkovic didn't bang like he does. One of the top rated defenders this year, Milinkovic, just totally blew us out. He'll definitely transfer out somewhere. Yeah, and also Kirkes and Hoyson, maybe Kirkes might go as well from Bournemouth. Saka on the bench, Milinkovic, okay. So it's going to be tricky. 6 points. So mostly everybody has no chips left here in the top 10. The wild card's been done by Kevin Kilbride down in Australia. Keeping on it, I'm sure he's making use of the WhatsApp top dogs updates, which is helpful, like to keep him in the game. He's having a terrific season. He could, not too far again. It's just going to be a match play there between him and Eamon and Liam and a few others to get in that top 10. It'll go down to the wire. Brave and captain and Isak, interesting share, fair enough. Again, that wild card didn't really go towards the free hit template, and the Guru Killer is his own man and does his own thing in his own way. He always has, and yeah, he's without doubt a Frank Sinatra player in the Christie, and that's what we encourage. And I suppose people like Kevin is there to kind of tell you and make sure that's Rosie now gone. The just saying hello. That's for saying hello, folks. But yeah, people like Guru Kulu is just saying just do it your own way and just don't go down that terrible way. Straightforward copying. I won't be. I won't be copying next season, guaranteed. Tony O'Brien has flew up. Top 800k is possibly where I'd be kind of semi-content at break the top 800k. Then me and Donny have been flicking in and out, up and around. He's got 15 points on me with the free hit. I've got the bench boost left, but I'm going to set myself up and make sure I have a good end and see what the crack is. And just I'm not going to really play anybody here in the league. I just want to get the top 800k. This 500k looks really, really sexy though, doesn't it? So that's where I'm 950k. God, it's a disgusting overall. Ugh. No progress from last year whatsoever. So Donny went for Diaz, so fair kudos, trying to be different. Very, very good free hit. He's had a lot of the bangers in here. Cunha, okay. Captaincy, just very brave. I thought it was to go against Salah. Sessignon in there, just that late goal at the end. It's shocking stuff. Everyone banged. Nori could have had a hat-trick. So could Cucurella. Wissa's handy to have, but I don't know what now Tony's going to go back to, but all the chips are done now. And if I get my 15 points off the bench, which is the standard, I will be the same points as Donny. So, I'll take a season hand in hand with Donny. Silver Mines, we had a good chit-chats over WhatsApp and this and that, and he's still fairly optimistic about everything, and yeah, that's kind of a realization there. So Andy Cunha with the free hit, a wild card left, which will be very handy for the double gamers when we find out about the European dates. And it looks like United and Spurs will have European dates. There'll probably be some humming and hawing with Aston Villa and Tottenham about that game being played on a Sunday night when Spurs have to play on a Wednesday or something stupid. And we'll find out about what fixtures will go back into 36 and what will stay in 37. So there's a lot. Still, we won't know too much now by 35. Now, remember, it's tomorrow night is the deadline. Man City are playing. It's a Friday night kickoff. I hate the Friday night stuff. So I'm getting this done quick, so it shouldn't really take too much longer now and get this done. Farah, 85, good free hit there. Say mostly all the templates. You can tell there, yeah, template. Yeah, so you can see Farah, everyone is on it. They're on it. They're absolutely on it. I don't have any advantage anymore in FPL because I used to be on it and I was always on it. But the fact with all this, with the content, and there's thousands of ways to get your info and the best pick. Now there's AI telling you what you should be bringing into your team, and these tools now with Scout and all that. It's gone to a place now where I really am not interested anymore because that's where it's going. I've lost all my advantage, so I think it's been a reckoning where either I adapt, sink or swim, or just accept mediocrity and just be a top mill player. Seamus O'Boyle, I think that's how you say it. Shemid O'Boyle, 63, won't be happy with that. Starman in there, -4. Salah, Trent now, I'm not sure. And Bradley, not sure. Bruno is a punt, so we'll see. I don't think he could be rested in the league now, the way United will be focusing. I think that I still wouldn't take Bilbao for granted away from home to get an early goal and you put a weakened team. I'd still play a proper team, get the job done, and then take them off by the 60th minute. If it's 1-1 or 1-0 to you, that's when you take off Bruno. I'd have I go all out still. There's no guarantees. It's only half time. So Pope, yeah. So 74 free hits again. There's a few of these micro decisions that would have got him an extra 20 points, but the Session thing, and one or two others with Trippier and this and that, and Robert or is it Sanchez? Sanchez, I meant to say Robert Sanchez and Sa. They were the ones to be picking to get you that extra. So 74, John C. Halpin. There's a lot of good players in behind me, so I shouldn't be too down the mouth. But a lot there with loads of chips to to really go all out. Um, with Ryan Ward and with all them chips, he's starting to look and do something now. With 21-3-8, less than 30, oof. Yeah. I think could be swamped up here. Just get a good overall rank, I think, at this stage. Joey Carney, 80 free hit. Um, just generally, yeah. Some of the ones that banged it. Okay, Palmer, complete dud. Just scraped the 80, one or two session on the bench. It's a bummer, man, isn't it? And yeah, just flick through a bit more. And 62s and 67s, 70s here. Free hits. Pereira from Wolves. I think, what did they? It's a minus 16 there. And a free hit. So that's a possible Jack Maloney might have forgot to do his free hit there. It's tricky to do. You got to confirm it twice. Yeah, it has to be cleared up how to this free hit stuff and all this wildcard stuff. It's very confusing when you're doing it, and you can actually take the transfers and not manage to get the right confirmation. So I don't know. Went for Barnes. It's just not what you do when you're in that situation. Just have to gamble, and you're 3-0 down. You might as well go all out and lose six. Um, so yeah, James Line the Mave with his Pereira and getting his assistant manager done and still plugging away. That's what I really like about the guys down here. A lot of them still plugging away. Carol Carney doing his free hit own roll with 39. All chips he's done now. He's got a bit of shout out to his walk and talk and greet in Claremorris. And I would love to do all that and be part of that. But being based in London, I can't do it. So a shout out to Owen Love Boat Row in Claremorris. He is an inspiration. And he's been on Midwest and all this and that, like promoting things. And we need people like Owen and fitness and to get us kind of thinking in the positive mind. And, isolation is a terrible thing, folks. Lots of people are isolated with family gone away. Australia, people breaking up. It's between 30 and 50 is really strange times in your life, and it can be completely upside down with people coming and going and throwing and doing and going, and you're left behind. So if you are left behind, reach out to Owen and his organization in Claremorris. Walk and talk, have a chit chat, and stave away depression, folks. Try and do a bit of therapy, FPL therapy as well. So Cahill done his free hit, standards, don't see the session on. And one or two others like Trippier and stuff would have made a difference. That's the only thing there. And Diaz. So I think he done well to get the 80. And yeah, voice going, not too much more to kind of get Fergie Walsh has given up for the year second. Yeah, he could have won it. He could have won last year. It's kind of like Ja was there as well between the two. Ja's not had an amazing season either, so it's kind of those things. It's you can have one of them seasons where all that pressure and then just chill for a bit and see what happens. The pressure's off. But coming second in the Christies, it'll go down, as a great season. I always remember the season, yeah, the top three especially, and I make the records and I'll do all the records, this and that later in the season. So mostly everybody stuck in the 60s and the 50s, and a lot of people not on the free hits like myself, and we all got done and dusted. Definitely clobbered now. I'm definitely hit the floor, the canvas. I'm just hearing 5 and 6, and I'm managing to scrap up a bit, possibly to make that count and try and match the 38. So yeah, just flicking down through, and just nothing much really stands out. And that's your review of the Christy Nicholson Pub Fancy League. And shout out, I think it's Christy Nicholson's birthday on Facebook, folks. So if you get a chance, give him a pop into Paddy's Bar now and again in Ballyhaunis and have a beer and a toast, and the good old days of the Christy Nicholson Pub that we've had. And that's why I did the league, fancy league, to have our own, to have not in competition, but just to kind of not miss out on the max league. So, and then lo and behold, it becomes what we all love and behold is the Christy Nic. And this year, I think it's going to be down to these two, the Lacers Carney for the Carney Black Lunatic Mafia, or Joey the Commando Neenan, won it twice before, looking for the third knock on the door of the Nicholson, the FPL top dogs. Out here, folks. Thanks very much for joining me. I do love doing these shows and these episodes, really, keeping a track on everyone and offering up any pearls of wisdom of was mainly baloney. Come on, I know, boys and girls, but that's the crack. And looking forward to the end of the season as well. I can start again fresh and have another crack, but this time I'm playing it different, man. Playing it different. I got lots of interest and bits, and I have to focus more now on my music. It doesn't help now to be going hoarse like this a lot. It takes ages to get this voice back together. It takes actually a few days to get half better, and then a couple of weeks to get the voice done. This is somewhere normal. Yeah, so focusing on a few other things, and this thing will carry on in some shape or form always, as long as I'm in the land of the living. Okay, boys and ladies and folks, thanks for joining me. FPL Guru here, over and out. And yeah, looking forward to the Wegman Derby. It's going to be a crazy night. Spurs and United. So someone's going to be crying. Absolutely. Someone's going to be, oh, the sack, oh, it's game over. Oh, look at the league. We got nothing. It's all finito. Oh. It must be one of the most expensive wins of all time. Like, to get that Champions League, if you win the Europa, that's must be guaranteeing you something like 65, 70 million, because this season it's like this group thing of 24 and you're all together. It's pretty hard not to qualify, really. So it should be a stalwart. That's absolutely crucial. To be honest with you, I think United would do more with it than what Spurs would do. They would pump the money into. ENIC would find a way to siphon off that money, and they might be able to make a transfer here. But the first priority is not football at Spurs. It's without doubt not football. There's too much deadwood there. It's still deadwood there. They've never replaced Harry Kane. Son is done really now. Well, he's a great servant, of course. Even Eric Dyer coming out of the team. There's no leaders in that dressing room. There's nothing. Madison, when you look around you, Solanke, I know he got his 20 goals, but these guys have, I think, was he at Liverpool as well? Most of the players they got have been relegation threatened teams, and Spurs are where they deserve to be. But I think United, um, well, Sir Jim Radcliffe and all this money pinching at Old Trafford does really bug me. Um, I suppose a sustainability thing going on at United, and possibly they're sick of throwing good money after bad, and something's got to change because why are we still paying mega money for players or we're a bottom six club? So, I mean, Casemiro's goal today, fair enough, but it's not good enough. The league, nothing's going on here. It's youngsters that have been pulling that team through, like Mainu and Ahmad, and maybe Hoyland will come back. He's young enough to improve. So hopefully, with some of the goals and stuff like, of course, but goalkeeping situation is a problem. The defense is a problem. Uh, no, no, Shaw can't get on the pitch. He's not. He's never fit enough. We've not replaced a lot of good players there that have gone and left. Um, Garnacho is not the answer. Completely head wreck on the left. Rashford won't be coming back. So there's a lot there to do for United. I think the only answer is to bring in Kirkes and Cunha, and that Champions League money will be absolutely, it will really, it's very, I think, I just think Tottenham they're just going to always be Tottenham, aren't they? All right, less of the hate. This is a good day to be a Spurs fan and a United fan and a Chelsea fan. So let's big them all the three up and wish them good luck. And it's good fun now. We'll have a good night out somewhere. But I don't know if I'd go to Bilbao, but it's just on the tip of Spain. You could nearly get a ferry from Biarritz to get there, or even from, well, you know what I mean. It's the near side of Spain, isn't it? So we'll see. Don't know. Catch you there, folks. Go out. Remember, the deadline is tomorrow night. City are playing. I think it's Wolves. I think it's the. Um, yeah, I'm not going to get it up now. It's 6:30 kickoff. I think tomorrow night, Friday. Um, I think it's City and Wolves. Yeah, City and Wolves. Let's have a look here. Yeah, City and Wolves, 8 o'clock kickoff, Friday the 2nd tomorrow. So don't miss out on that one. Okay, Guru, God bless. Look after yourself, folks, and good luck what you're doing.